and welcome back to the channel. My name's Deborah, aka the Sunset Girl Creates, and today we're going to be working on the old shoe house by Dominic Dunn from Diamond Art Club. Today I'll just be using a regular standard tray. My pen that I'll be using, oops, hold on. It's my very first pen I got from Diamond Art Club. And that would be this pen from Diamond Art Club. And it has the 6-placer on it from Lexi Lily Crafts. So here's our, here we go. Focus, there we go. So see, it's a 6-placer. Okay, and the canvas is from Diamond Art Club, and we'll be reading our article from Diamond Art Club. And the one we're working on today is 4 helpful square diamond painting tips, April 2nd, 2020. Okay, so we'll be reading this article, and then just kind of seeing where we can go from there. Today we're going to be using let's see if I can get this to focus a little bit, 895, okay? So that's our DMC code 895 we'll be using today, and we will be working on our tees. There's lots of tees all throughout here, so this should keep us busy. And with me using the smaller multi-placer, it will go, we'll have a little extra time with it, I think. Here we go. Let's lay some diamonds and see how they lay. And here we go, off and off. Okay, those ones are fine. I just had a couple that were off. So what's been going on? Yesterday we spent until about 3 o'clock, 3:30ish, somewhere around in there, outside in the new area that I've set up. And we did that until the rain started coming again. I had to in the morning, kind of when I first went out, right after I got done with our video. I went out and it started to rain, and then it started blowing like a mist. So I grabbed my painting and I ran in the house, right? As soon as I get in the house, it stops raining. Isn't that the way it always happens? I find it quite annoying myself that when I go out to go sit and it's pouring down rain, it's splattering everywhere, and then all of a sudden it stops. That's rain here in Florida. So I think we're going to be fine in the tropical on its way. Tropical Elsa. Yeah, I don't think Elsa would be happy knowing that she's the cause of another issue, huh? I think that's funny. Elsa and when I think of Elsa, I think of the Snow Queen. And when I got done with that beautiful painting, it was just, I'm telling you, I have seen some gorgeous paintings in my life, but that one outbeats them all. I'm jealous that my granddaughter gets to have that in her room, because I'd really love to have it in mine. But that's not going to happen, right? No, not in this world. So, other than that, last night was a really bad night. We planned on going to lunch today to Applebee's like we always do. However, I think we may have to hold off on that till Tuesday, because I have some really bad pain going on, and it's back to waking me up in the middle of the night. And I'm throwing up in the middle of the night, so we need to come up with some kind of solution. I got to talk to the doctor about that. That's getting to be more and more of a norm and not just an oddity anymore. And then when I throw up at night from the pain and I wake up and it's still painful, I don't feel comfortable going out. Does that make sense? And it doesn't have anything to do with people thinking I have COVID or anything like that. It's just, I really don't feel comfortable after getting sick going out. Well, for one thing, because I know that if I push the pain too far today, I'll be doing the same thing. And I'm telling you what, throwing up is something that I don't like doing. There's plenty of things in life that I don't mind doing, but that one's not one of them. That one's really tough on me, hard, and so yeah, we'll see how it goes. So we're going to get started. 4 helpful square diamond painting tips. So that's why we came and we're working on the old shoe house today, because the old shoe house is a square. The one I'm currently working on, Hometown Pride, that's a round. So to be able to go through some of these helpful hints, I thought it might be a great experiment to actually try each one of the helpful hints as we go. So since these are squares and I'm always open to any helpful hints on squares, let's see what it's got to say, right? 4 helpful square diamond painting tips. Is it April 2nd? Yes, April 2nd, 2020. Oh, I had to get a drink. Hold on one second. Thank you. So, whether you're new to the diamond painting game or you've been crafting this way for a while, we have some helpful hints to elevate your projects to the next level. Okay, so let's see how they're going to elevate us to the next level, right? The diamond beads used to make up the beautiful mosaic image on diamond paintings are available in rounded and square shape. So we can get rounds and squares, and then you have the special gems that actually have some different shapes, right? Each having their own advantages and challenges. Some people even use a combination of both beads to create a different kind of effect. Typically, however, the square beaded project tends to be more difficult. So if you're feeling particularly crafty, invest in a diamond kit with square beads and follow these square diamond painting tips to create your latest masterpiece. So now we're going to go over square versus rounded diamond beads. Both the square and round diamond beads feature facets on the top for the diamond effect and a flat underside to make it easier for the beads to stay flush with the paper. So what they're saying is, let's just pick up a diamond and see if you can see it in my hand right here. Okay, let's focus. So there's a diamond, right? Focus. I'm trying to get light. So you can see those facets. See that triangle on the side? That's considered a facet. And there's multiple of those all over. So as you see the light go around it, those are the facets. And then on the bottom of the diamond, let me get it to flip over. It's just a flat bottom. See? It's just flat. There's no faceted, no nothing. Okay? That one's a slightly concave, but it's fine. It'll fit and stay on the canvas just fine. Okay? So Square versus rounded diamonds. Rounded beads are typically considered to be a bit easier to work with because you can't and don't need to make each of the beads line up perfectly. Of course, you need to keep your beads in straight lines regardless of the shape to give you a flawless finish. But when using square beads, it's more obvious if they're not lined up correctly because the edges of the beads will touch. With rounded beads, it's okay if there's a space between each of the shape, makes it impossible to cover up any holes between them. Keep this in mind before purchasing a square diamond painting if you've never worked with these types of beads before. Okay, so square diamond painting tips. So here's our first one, right? 1, know where to place your tray. So it may be like a minor detail, but where you decide to place your tray with your diamond beads will make a difference in the process. To create your finished product, you'll need to use your placer tool and wax to pick up individual beads and carefully place each of them in the designated spot, as denoted on the pattern. Because you have to move the bead from your tray to the pattern, it's beneficial to keep your tray aligned with the picture and close to the area that you are working on. This will help you keep the beads straight instead of trying to place them diagonally. So I have my tray and it's lined up, as you can see right here. It's lined up right next to mine. So I always lay my tray right next to it. It's as close as I can get. I do keep it slightly over off the plastic, about 5 rows, just to make sure when I put my pin in here, it comfortably goes against that paper. This is another way they recommend you lining it up, so you can line it up. Here's your painting, and here's your tray, okay? So there's different ways you can line up your tray, just to make sure that they stay in correct order, right? Number 2, use a multi-placer. Okay, so here's our next one. I like this one. I think this one's going to be fun. So for the more advanced diamond painters, using the multi-placer tool can be a great addition to your set because it will allow you to put down multiple diamonds in a row at the same time. Mastering this tool can be difficult for beginners because you're still learning how to work with the beads and wax. You may also find it frustrating to work with multiple beads at once if you are still having trouble with aligning your square diamond beads. If you feel confident in your diamond painting abilities, invest in one of these tools to help keep your square beads close together and speed up the process. So when it means speed up the process, we can literally go in here, right, and lay a square diamond one at a time. Now remember, with the square diamonds though, you have to line them up so that they're within the square. I'm placing them very carefully in the square so that they line up nice and straight. Okay? But now we're going to multi-place these 4, right? So I'm going to take 4 beads and put them on my, see, 4 beads. See how close they are, how nice they look on there? That's how nice they're going to line up when I line them up on the painting. So watch. Here we go. You place it on the bottom and place it where you want it, and then you just rock it and you make sure that they go in the order they go and they get a perfect lineup, right? So the next one's 6. I don't know if I can get 6 on here or not, but okay, I can. So here's our 6, right? On our multi-placer, there's 6, and I just roll. So I place it where I want the first one, and then as I'm rolling, I'm just making sure they're going into place. So I'm staying on that same angle, right? So that I can make sure they're as straight as possible. Okay, most people assume that the flat edges of the square will make it easier for you to place them in the correct spot. But unfortunately, these flat edges actually make it more obvious if a bead is not completely flush with its neighbor. A straightening, we're not done. You may also find it frustrating to work with multiple beads at once if you're still having trouble with aligning with your square beads. If you feel confident in your diamond painting abilities, invest in one of these tools to help you keep your square beads close together and speed up the process. So, as you saw, I was able with this multi-placer to place 6 at a time in a nice straight line, and I don't have to do it again, right? I don't have to go back and adjust and move things around, and it's just how you lay the beads down in the first place. It's how they lay on your multi-placer, and then how you adjust when you put them down. So when I'm putting these 2 down, I'm going to hit at the top line this time, and I'm going to bring that one in to match. Okay? So that's how I multi-place, right? So then it says, invest in a straightening tool. And I think I might have one, but I'm going to have it up here. Let me check real quick. Hopefully I don't knock anything. I don't know that I actually have a straightening tool close by. Oh, look at that. No, that's not a straightener. That's a flat multi-placer. Okay, so I have flat multi-placers, which it will kind of give you an idea of what a straightener is. It's the same kind of concept. So on here is a standard 10-placer, right? But a straightener is just one piece of plastic that looks just like this, except it doesn't have the hole here, right? And you use that to go along and straighten. And I wish I had a straightener. I do. Look, I had it over here. So here's our straightener. And I actually have a double straightener because I have one with a small end, right? It's just flat. That's all it is. And then I have one on a larger end. So there's a larger and a smaller one. And all you do is go through and just straighten up your drills. And by the time you're done here, you're going to have straight line drills, right? I'm going to go along here and I'm going to straighten up these drills. Look, they're straight again. See, and that's what it takes. Sometimes it just takes doing a little extra on your squares. The squares are always going to take you longer to do than, come on. Okay. No, I don't. Okay. So, invest in a straightening tool. One of the most frustrating aspects of working with square diamond beads is that it actually can be more difficult to line them up perfectly. Now, as you can see, I lined these up when I put them in, and they lined up really well, and all I had to do was a quick straightening on them, and they're good to go, right? Same over here. These were all lined up. They just need a quick straightening, right? Perfect. They're nice and straight now. I don't have to worry about them. And I can go to the next round. Okay? Most people assume the flat edges of the square will make it easier to place them in the correct spot, but unfortunately these flat edges actually make it more obvious if a bead is not completely flush with its neighbor. A straightening tool can be your saving grace because it allows you to simply touch up the placement of a bead, arranging them in a more uniform fashion. So I showed you over here, right? And that's quite a big area that I'm hitting, right? So now I'm going to do it from the bottom, from a whole section, right? But say I only have these small ones over here, and I just kind of want to do a quick adjustment on the small ones. And so that's what I can do. I can do a quick adjustment. See how quick that adjusted? So a straightening tool can be your saving grace because it allows you to touch up the placement of a bead, arranging them in a more uniform fashion. Number 4, have extra tools and wax on hand. We cannot emphasize the square bead painting tip enough. Always keep tools and materials on hand. As you become more skilled at diamond art painting, you'll begin to collect extra beads and wax that you didn't use all of from your previous kit. We recommend investing in an organizer as well as wax and tools in a case you are ever in the middle of a project and you lose that last bead in a specific color or your wax runs out. I have 2 boxes full of beads, one round, one square, and I have more rounds than squares, but if I were to run out of a square, I'm getting closer and closer, but I have quite a few of them. Okay, so we recommend investing in an organizer as well as wax and tools in case you ever are in the middle of a project and you lose your last bead in a specific color or your wax runs out. Having these additional supplies on hand at all times will allow you to work on your project whenever inspiration strikes. Step up to the challenge of a square painting kit. So this is going to probably be a really short video because there's not a whole lot on the squares. Working on a diamond art project is one of the best activities to do with your family and friends or solo. If you're looking for a more challenging set, try a diamond painting with square beads and follow the square diamond painting tips to create something you're proud to show off. As the saying goes, practice makes perfect, so keep trying until you've mastered some of the more difficult patterns. So you're always going to have something come up that's going to challenge you in life, right? And how do you face off those challenges in life? Do you face them head on? Or on those challenges in life, do you hide from them? I do a kind of combination of both myself. I'm one who likes to hit a challenge head on. However, I like to take my time to make sure that it's going to function properly, right? I want to make sure that when I'm doing something, when I'm done, I have a successful conclusion. So with that today, we sure have a successful conclusion to the end of 4 helpful square diamond painting tips. Okay, and then tomorrow, what to do with a finished diamond painting. Okay, so we've gone to all this work. We've placed all our squares. We've placed all our rounds. We've done all these beautiful paintings. And now what do we do with it? We'll tune in tomorrow and we'll find out what Diamond Art Club says what to do with the finished diamond painting. So let's see what kind of things they come up with to put your diamond paintings to use. So if you like this video, we'd love to have a thumbs up. If you don't and you want a thumbs down, that's fine, but please leave us a comment as to why. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos, it would be great to have you part of the Sunset Girl Creates family. And we would love to have you as a subscriber. We have 8 subscribers. Woohoo! I think we're doing great. Let's keep moving forward, build our subscribers. And if you want to know every time I upload a video, there's a little bell right next to that subscribe button. If you hit that, it'll ding, ting, whatever your notification may be to let you know I've uploaded a video. So with that said, I want to thank everybody for coming to see my video, and have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.